Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Comic Book Dudes. It's Thursday again, so it's time for Thursday's Valiant Effort. As always, we get together and we talk about all the great Valiant books that come out each week. Usually two, maybe three books, so not a whole lot of stuff, but definitely some good quality stuff. So I'm Aaron Clutter, Editor-in-Chief of Comic Booked, which is the site we're affiliated with, if you can't tell by all the little comicbooked.coms floating around our heads.
In the corners.
And with me, as always, Justin Paget.
Hey everybody, the managing editor over at Comic Booked. Also run my own YouTube channel, so check us out all over the place. I'm new, so I kind of have the new perspective on the Valiant stuff. As far as I have only been reading it for the last 2 months, maybe something like that, month and a half. So
yeah, I think this is number 6. So
I believe so.
6 weeks. Yep. So this week, with Thursday's Valiant Effort, we have X-O Manowar 25th Anniversary Special, number 1. So Valiant's counting, since their inception. It's been 25 years since the beginning of Valiant. And then Unity number 19 we're going to talk about today, which is the kickoff of a brand new story arc called Warmonger. Definitely a different kind of tale for Unity, but it's pretty cool. It's really... Both issues this week have some similarities because they're both kind of origin stories.
Mm-hmm.
Although X-O is definitely a different kind of origin story, which is cool because it's something that I've been wondering about since the beginning. So,
well, that was kind of my question about X-O. Do you know, having not read it really back in the 90s when they started the title, I wonder, have they ever given an origin like this before?
I don't know that they have. And I haven't done a whole lot of research into the old Valiant. I did read some of it. I remember, I think I have the Unity boxed set, and I did read some individual issues, but I really didn't get into it too much back then.
Right.
Not having a local comic shop at the time, having to just buy whatever was on the shelf, So you don't always get the good stuff until you get access to a local comic shop like that. So in this case... this story was great because we really go back to way before any other stories in the X-O universe. And we find out the original origin of Shannara, the armor. And it's great. I mean, it really was a well put together story. Robert Venditti, again, puts just a great tale together. I love his writing. So, and the art in this was amazing, really was. I don't know what else to say about this book. It was just so good.
It was we get to see what happens to her. She's a young girl being forced from her home, and what to save her. Her father actually merges her with this technology or with this armor, right?
Right. He actually developed it in order to heal her from a sickness that she had, a bone plague, he called it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess we would call it something like leukemia maybe or something like that. But
Right.
She was going to die. And he developed the armor as a way to heal her and shield her body from the sickness. What he did was he merged technology and plant life. And in so doing, he created a new form of life, really.
Right.
And he realized from the start, hey, this armor is going to do something, basically replace your body and eventually create another armor. And I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to shield you as long as I can, try to figure it out. And eventually, he sends her off into space, but he goes with her.
Right. Keeps her in suspended animation.
Kind of
right.
How does she get from... Right. Well, he's researching, and she thinks, we're going to go to sleep, and we'll both end up wherever we're going. And the whole time he sits there, and he ages, and he researches, and he tries to find a solution, and he really doesn't. It's kind of him just resigning himself to the fact that she's lived this long, he's done what he can for her, and when she dies, or not dies, but when the armor takes over, she'll be something new, something different.
Right.
So it's a sad story, especially since we kind of know what happens and leads into, Eric and his people being taken from Earth out to to be slaves of the Vine, and Eric getting a hold of the armor in the end, and it was good. This is one of those. I mean, every one of these 25th anniversary specials is going to be awesome, but this was a great start to these special books.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Also, what I really enjoyed about this book was them showing how basically the religion was built around the armor, how that progressed. So that was something that I found really intriguing and really well done in this book.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, we know the Vine worshipped Shanhara, and we just don't know, kind of why that all started. But yeah, it was excellent, and the prophecies surrounding Shanhara and everything, and then how they did come true, just not quite the way they expected them to, and
Right.
I mean, it's hard to not spoil this book if you've read any other X-O Manowar stuff, so you kind of know, Eric comes in, steals the armor, takes off, kills a bunch of Vine, and basically decimates their forces, and the people are still left on the planet. And as we saw with the recent issues of X-O Manowar and Dead Hand, the Vine homeworld's basically been destroyed, and now he's in that time now. He's taking care of the Vine, trying to be their protector. And so this is interesting to kind of see how their relationship started. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Like I said, overall, great book. Really enjoyed it.
Yep, definitely good. Definitely worth picking up.
Yeah.
Unity 19, we've had some great stories with the Unity squad up to now. All the stuff with Armor Hunters last year, and the Dead Hand, they're showing up in Dead Hand with X-O. And now we have Warmonger starting, and I mean, Warmonger is the main character of this book. In this story, she is, this little girl who, way back when, 900 years ago or however long ago it was, a long time.
Yeah, forever.
Yes.
1900 BCE.
Oh wow! So yeah, we're talking almost 4,000 years ago then.
Right.
So yeah, she was the cause of wars. I mean, she was the cause of these battles, and she didn't know why. And we still don't really know what it was, other than
her daddy was a demon.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. That would be the thing.
That's the beginning. Cool. That's the beginning.
Yeah.
We can give away the beginning of the book.
So this is a neat story. It's got, it's the beginning. So you're laying on the characters, and Matt Kent is just laying on the characters for us and getting things set up. So we're just learning about her, but we really don't know what her motivation is. We've seen some instances in this first book where she interacts with heroes who say, we're coming together in unity. So it's kind of it's kind of saying that they are the Unity squad from like the medieval times or whatever, and the things that they did to her. So maybe she just wants revenge. We don't know, but it's an interesting character.
Yeah, I don't know. I had an issue with her dialogue. I thought it was a bit too, like, she just, every other word was a curse word or something. So it was blocked out. So to me, that took away from reading the book. So I had to stop and think for a split second about which cuss word did they want to put there. And I was like, and then even when she was back in time, her dialogue, like back when there's a scene where she's fighting a knight, and she says, "Ugh, seriously," and that's like she was speaking now, not back then. So I don't know. Kind of the context of the dialogue kind of messed me up in this book.
Well, and I kind of saw some of that as, because at one point we jump forward into the now, and she's telling this story to Ninjak. So maybe as she's telling the story, she's telling parts of her dialogue, and it's like she's saying, "Ugh, seriously," like she would say now.
Right.
Back then she didn't say that. That's just how she was telling the story. I don't know. You can kind of look at it both ways. But then, too, I think you already answered the question of why she talks that way. Her dad's a demon.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just going to be foul-mouthed, right? That's one of the things I like about Valiant, is that they don't put all that stuff in there. Because really, what's the point?
Yeah, no. I'm just saying they could have done without it completely. But
yeah, I agree. I think they're just trying to show how bad she is.
Right.
In a way. And, if we ever get Matt on the show and we talk to him, and we can ask him, why did you do that character that way? Just throw the hint out there. I'm going to make sure that Matt gets this in the twist. Yeah. In a tweet.
You're going to tweet him.
I'll tweet it to him and say, hey, come be on our show. Yeah. I'm going to tweet him.
Yeah, let's do it.
Anyway, whatever. Yeah. Unity 19, good book. Warmonger is an interesting character. Maybe with an open mind. It might not be for everybody.
Well, no,
but it's cool. It's kind of the way Unity's been heading. We're looking for a big villain again. So.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like the previous issues of Unity, I really enjoyed. I didn't dislike this issue. I'm definitely going to read the next one, of course. But I just, like I said, that was the only part I had an issue with. Other than that, I really enjoyed it, and I want to see where this goes, especially with the ending of this book and how she handled Ninjak.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely something more to her story now, and we'll just have to see how it goes. What are her intentions for the Unity Squad? How about that?
Right.
Yep. So, all right. So that's it for this week. That's Thursday's Valiant Effort. A week ago, or a couple weeks ago, we had a giveaway, and I think Michael Altieri was the winner. And I apologize, I just butchered his last name, but he did get his stuff, and I saw it posted up on Facebook. He said, "I was so happy they made me feel like the share and like giveaways really are real." So
nice.
That was cool.
Nice.
Because sometimes you never know. Oh, just like my stuff, and I'll give you something, and then you never see anything. And but it's cool to know that people actually believe us. So some people do.
Awesome.
Not the only giveaway. Actually, I heard we had another giveaway a while ago for a case of the Pirates Booty popcorn stuff, and the winner of that got her case. So that was cool.
Awesome.
And we have a Valiant poster that we're going to be giving away to last week's Thursday's Valiant Effort. So if you still have a chance, you can still go comment on last week's article. I'll be checking those over this weekend, and then getting in contact with the winner and get you out that poster. So definitely a cool looking poster. I think
it's the Book of Death, right?
That's right. I will.
It's their upcoming event.
On the one side, sorry, I was all prepared here, right? Fold this out. On the one side is the picture of, I'm guessing, the new Geomancer and the Book of Death checklist, which is pretty cool. All the books that are included there. And then here is the front. Awesome poster with all your favorite characters there at the bottom. Pretty neat. So I am going to take one of these and put it up in a frame, and I'll hang it back here when we have our show so you guys can see, hey, look at the cool poster. Just haven't got around to that yet. Maybe this weekend. So, all right. Anything else, Valiant-y, that you've heard this week?
Not that I can think of, but
okay. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, looking at that poster, I'm just really looking forward to some more Rye, because it's been a little while since that book came out. So maybe next week.
Yeah. I don't. That's my big problem. I don't look so far ahead anymore. With you doing the new comics list, I don't look ahead. By now, I'd be looking at that list, going, "What's coming out?" But yeah. So we'll have some more Valiant next week.
Yep.
Just stay tuned, and please check our channel, subscribe, like, share, do all that good stuff. But definitely, if you subscribe, you'll get our updates. We do 2 or 3 shows a week, sometimes more. We've got a couple of good interviews coming up next week, so look forward to that. And we really tell people, check out our site, comicbook.com. We have anywhere from 4 to 5 regular new articles every day now. Just a whole team of writers that are just doing a great job. So,
yep.
We want to get the word out, get more people reading about comics, more people reading comics, especially the great stuff like Valiant. A large, cohesive universe. You got time traveling. You got different times that have great stories. You got Rye in 4001. You've got stuff going on back in the past with Ivar jumping all over the place, and even Eternal Warrior. You know, we had some flashback stuff with him, had flashback stuff with X-O, back to his origin stuff. Just amazing stories, and then all these different type characters, you know, superhero-y type of characters like X-O Manowar. You got Bloodshot, who's kind of an anti-hero type mercenary guy, but the whole Bloodshot Reborn storyline right now is just really interesting. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen with that next issue.
Yep.
I mean, you got telepaths, you got telekinetics, you got people who can fly, you got people who can blow stuff up. The whole hardcore group that can download a power into their mind and then, you know, kill people.
Yeah, you've got Imperium that's basically two bad guy forces fighting each other. I mean, come on.
Yep.
It's not to like about that.
That's right. Right. What's better than two villains pitted against each other, right? So pretty neat stuff. But yeah, you know, if you want to catch up on old Valiant stuff, check out comicbook.com. Go up and search Thursday's Valiant Effort. You will find all of the old articles that I wrote over the last year and a half now, reviewing everything back to December 2013 of Valiant. And then our last 5, including this 6, videos where we run down everything Valiant each week. So it's cool stuff. We hope you come back next week. And thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot.